Hi everybody in YouTube world, it's June, your Tarot Queen, your mouth of the South. Today I'm going to do a reading for Kathleen. It's going to be in the air. She'll know what we're talking about, hopefully, and she knows who she is. So I'm not going to say her last name for privacy reasons. However, I am going to do a reading on what universe needs to tell her, because obviously universe needs to tell her something. It's been calling to me for a minute, and I know my hair is a mess. I'm sorry, guys. Good old Rocky Top USA. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Anyway, good old red state and blue speck and red state. I love it. Anyway, I've always went for the underdog, so why not be here in the underdog state? Anyway, I have my sun kissed, and so this reading is for you, Kathleen, and I hope you get it. I hope that it resonates with you, and I hope that you understand what it's talking about, because I may not. I don't even remember what I said the Sagittarius thing was yesterday for the week, so I probably need to go back and look at it, because I'm a Sagittarius and I don't remember. But anyway, universe, what do we want to tell Kathleen? Okay, this is for you, Kathleen. This is from the universe. It's not from me. And I'll probably forget what I've even written. I'm actually going to do a spread for Kathleen, which is probably going to be a Celtic cross. That's what I usually like to do for people who've never had a reading before. Usually I like to do the basic one. But Kathleen, what does the universe have to say to you? What does it need to tell you? Something, because you've been on my mind for a minute. A long minute. Not a short minute. Not a New York minute, but a Tennessee minute. So, Kathleen, what does the universe have to say to you? And I'm going to put the cards, I'm going to tilt the phone so you can see the cards. I feel like I need to do one more shuffle. But I'm going to put the phone down so you can see the cards, and hopefully you can see them a lot better. I will bring them up to show you, but I want to make sure that Kathleen gets the whole picture. Oh, just saw a spirit. That could be her sibling. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Universe, what you gotta say to Kath? Okay, it's shuffled. We are going down to the table. Hopefully you guys can see all the cards. So, and I've got my study ring on, my cornelian. It's good for study. Okay. As Kathleen sits at this moment, she feels like something is missing in her life. There's probably a lot missing in her life, and one is compassion. So, Kathleen, I think you need to find your passion, your compassion, your empathy for others as well as you do yourself. And for yourself, not for like anybody else, not for spouses, not for children, but for yourself. I don't even think you have empathy or compassion for yourself. And I think that's kind of sad, Kathleen. I feel like that you feel very alone, even in a room full of people. This is a major arcana card. It's how you feel right now. There are some things missing in your world. You got some elements missing that you gotta find or pick up. Crossing you in a positive way. I do think you've done a good job with your children. I think that you did the best that you knew how to do. No one is perfect. There is no 101 on how to raise a kid. And there is no 101 on how to be a great sis or a great mom or a great wife or a great anything. There's no 101 on that. Sometimes we always have to figure it out for ourselves. But mainly, you have tried to, people may not see this, but it's crossing you in a positive way. So if you have tried to lead, your style of leadership may not have worked for everyone, but I want to say that when you try, you do well. When you don't try, you don't do well. This is your past card. It's a tower. Wow. Woo! A lot of stuff going on back then. Woo! It's like rebuilding the whole foundation of your existence. You had a lot of abuse, a lot of turmoil. Some abuse we bring upon ourselves. The majority of it we do not. I feel like you're older, or you're one of the middle children, or you're older. However, and a lot of things was put on your shoulders, and you didn't understand. You were a little kid. You didn't understand. And so you did the best you could. Kind of like my sister, Geraldine. There was a lot put on her shoulders to take care of a 6-month-old. And she was only 9. So I cannot imagine. But there was a lot happening in your world. And you know what may seem hurtful to you may not seem hurtful to others. So Kathleen, honestly, I really believe that your pain really extends from your pain. A lot of people won't understand your pain and don't understand your pain till this day. And I don't even think you understand your pain to this day. But there was a lot put on your shoulders when you were a youngster. There was a lot put on you. And I'm sorry for that. Your current, I think you really, you want some ideals to come, but you're tired. You're tired of splitting the family. You're tired of being the bad guy, or the one with bad news, or the one that always has to break things down in a hard situation, or a hard situation for you. Maybe not so much for them, but it's a hard situation for you. So you're trying to break down how you feel to them, but they're not picking up what you're laying down, because it's about you. It's not about anybody else but you. And you keep drugging up the past. You keep, well, I did this, I did that, I. And there's no I in team except for the a-hole. And I'll explain that right here on a little piece of paper. This is just what I wanted to show my husband the other day, because I said this to him as well. You got, we'll do the block. Oh, wait, I spelled it wrong. Whoopsies. That's about me for you. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. So this kind of sums you up a little bit. Okay, you see that says team. And there is no I in team except for right here in the A-hole. See it? I. So, therefore, you can't expect people to understand when all you talk about is you. You know, you've got to be a little bit more about everybody, not just you. So I do believe your missing element is compassion for other people's issues as well as your own. Not saying that your issues aren't legitimate, because they're legitimate, but other people have issues too, and you could have helped cause those issues. So you need to realize that. Now these two work hand in hand, and you have a major arcana here, which is awful, the worst card in the deck, in my opinion, right back here in your past. So yeah, some things happened to you that were awful, and I hate it. I hate it for you. However, I think you took it out on other people. Not meaning to, not intentionally, I don't think, but you did it anyway. And you did the best you could, crossing you in a positive manner. This one is about reality versus fantasy. Now, it is reversed, so I want to say that you had to be serious. You didn't get to be... you know, in the pretty dresses and dreaming of the prince and all of that. So when you get that, you're like, whoo, ha, woo, yay, I got it. You know, I get a prince and a horse and a shining armor, woohoo, you know, because you had to be so serious. And you still come across as being very serious and very opinionated and all of that, I think, because it's all about I. Coming up. I don't see much change with you. I don't think you listen to your intuition. You probably don't even believe in this type of thing. And this is the High Priestess reverse. It's also a major arcana. You have a major arcana in front of you, a major arcana behind you. So you can change this. You can change this behavior, this I behavior, which is a whole behavior to me. But anyway, you can change it if you will just turn this High Priestess card upside down and listen to your intuition. Listen to other people. Listen, you know, try to and listening is hard. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to listen to people sometimes. You're like, ugh, whatever. It's very, very hard to listen to people, especially when they're your family and they have grievances. And their grievances could be against you. And it's hard to hear the plain truth of what somebody is saying to you. It's hard to hear that. And sometimes, you know, we want to deny, we want to protect ourselves. So it's okay. But I feel like you really do need to put your listening ears on and try to listen to what other people are saying to you. Not necessarily, you know, let them eyebrow you or beat you to death or browbeat, is that what that word is, or term is? It's not necessarily that you need to be beaten or browbeaten or gaslighted or whatever, but you do need to listen to what others are saying. Your opinion is not the only opinion in the room. Your way of doing things is not the only way of doing things. It might be a good way, but there could also be a destructive way. So you need to pay attention. You need to start listening to the intuition and trying to help instead of hinder. In your ally position, you have the Six of Wands upside down, which you don't get much praise. So when people don't get much praise, it tends to make them hardened. You know, it tends to make them feel unappreciated, unwanted, and then you start turning bitter and sad. Now, I believe that you have turned, because this is in your ally position, you have said, okay, I get that you feel the way you feel, whatever, I get it. But this is in your ally position, so you really don't need the acclimates. You really don't. You have been through a lot in your past. You have tried the best you know how. Right now, you're worried about you. You want your knight in shining armor, and you want him to take Kelgon, take me away. You know, that's the feeling I'm getting from this. But you don't need the acclimates. You don't need, oh, you did such a good job. You came through so much. You don't need that. It's not, praise is not what you're after. Your enemy position, whoo-wee, you got the Emperor in your enemy position, and it is upside down. And it is stronger. A major arcana is stronger than a minor. So even though you think you don't need those acclimates or those pats on the back or those, you know, hey, I love you, sis. I always admired you. I thought you were the best thing since sliced bread growing up, whatever. Even though you think you don't need them, you need them. Right now in your life, what's working against you is you think you know everything. Wow, this is the most negative reading I've had in a long time, and I'm sorry, Kathleen, this is falling on your shoulders, but you need to pay attention and you need to listen so you can fix this, so that you don't have a bunch of karmatic payback that you have to have. So it's saying that you are self-absorbed. You are all about me. It's not about giving to others. It's, you know, hey, I had to work for my shit. You need to work for yours. That's your attitude. And that's kind of a wrong attitude. I know you went through a lot. Everybody on this earth has a sad story. We chose to go through those sad stories, as you did. But that doesn't give you the right to take somebody else's sad story away from them. They have a sad story. They need to work through their things. And you need to help them. You're not. It's like you don't care. It's like you don't care. And that's sad. That's sad. Because that is a narcissistic way of, narcissistic behavioral pattern, like what we have in the White House. It's my way or no way. And you know what? Uncool. That is very uncool for you to be as selfish and to have as much as you have and not share. You know, and I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about your time, your love, your gratitude, your empathy, your determination, whatever it is that you have to share. That's what I'm talking about here. It's not just about money. If you have money and you can share it, great. But that's not it. It's not all about you. The world does not revolve around you. It revolves around all of us, just like this table circle. It revolves around all of us. So if you take anything from this reading at all, believe that this is stronger than this. You don't care? Well, guess what? You got some karmatic payback if you don't care. So you need to switch positions. Really, for real. You in the future. I see you being you got the Queen of Wands in the future, and I see you being fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's a Leo type of temperament. I see you flinging that hair, thinking that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Again, with the I in team. You're just being a selfish, continuing to be a selfish, self-centered. Wow, I cannot believe I'm saying all this. You are continuing to be a self-centered, selfish person. Why? You have beautiful sunflowers. You have a cat at your feet. You're loved by your siblings, by your friends, by your family. And I'm not talking about just your siblings. I'm talking about you, your husband, your kids, whatever. You are nieces and nephews, and you're loved, and you're absorbing all of it. It's like almost an energy vampire, and I really want, and your last name starts with a W. There has been a W in every one of these cards, and I'm going to show it. Except for the tower. I don't see it in the tower. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't. But look. Where's the W? I don't see it in the other one. I see it in a lot of them, though. There's a W. Here's a W. Here's a W. It's not showing. Here's a W in your major arcana. So your last name starts with a W, my friend. I hate this for you. Oh. There's one here too. Definitely one here. Or you can see skewed it as an M, but there's a W. See it? So your last name starts with a W. And I really want you to try to pay attention so that you can, you can't make up for things you've done in the past. You can't. There is no way that you can do that. You can start by being a good person and try to be better and find your missing element that you have. You think you have it all, but you don't. And your last card is the 10 of Pentacles, which I don't see a W in it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's right there. But anyway, your last card is the 10 of Pentacles. What happens if you lose your money? What happens? What happens if you lose your main source of income? What happens? Who are you going to fall back on? Who? No one. Unless you change. You've got to start listening. You have to start paying attention. You have to start being a little bit more generous with your time, your energy, your focus. So, really, you're not helping anyone here. And you're really not even helping yourself. Because you will have to come back, and when you face your life review, you will see things a little bit differently. And you will see, damn, there is an I in team. You know, damn. We were meant to be here as a community, meant to learn and teach things as a whole. Kathleen, I'm telling you, as sure as I'm alive and sitting here and breathing today, this is the universe talking to you and telling you it's time. It's time to start making a change. You signed up for something. Yes, you had some shit happen. Terrible shit. I get it. But it's time for you to wake up, smell the coffee, and realize that you're going to have some karmatic payback if you do not start listening and start caring about others as much as you do yourself. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm sorry that was such a negative reading. I hate that. I hate it for you, Kathleen. I'm going to do the last card and see if universe has anything else to say to you to help you to be a more, I don't want to say caring because I don't think you don't care, but you don't care. I mean, I don't know the word to say to you about this, but I definitely know you need to fix things in your life and fix things with your siblings and your family and let them know that you're not controlled by money and that you're not a greedy person. Because I think deep down that you've just been hurt so much by that tower in your past that you have to look out for number one first. And everybody should take care of themselves first. But if you have more than enough, you need to help someone else. Or if you have more time, or if you can just call people and say, hey, thinking about you today, love you, mean it, for real, and mean it. Let's see if universe has anything else to say to you. I'm hoping there's a positive, happy ending on this one. Whew, whew. I've never had such a negative reading, I think. Well, no, I have. But I think I'm going to have to sage my room. Next time you see this room, it may have a different color tablecloth on it. Because I don't know. I'm sorry, Kathleen. I'm sorry that things happened to you that were out of your control. And I'm sorry you've turned into the narcissistic, selfish individual that you have turned into. But it's not too late. It's really not too late. It's time for you to start stepping up to the plate and helping others. And I don't just mean financially. I mean emotionally. You have people that need you. And I'll forget all about this when I walk out of this room, as I do. I don't even remember what I said about Sagittarius yesterday, and I need to go look that up because I don't know. So I'm going to shuffle one more time. For Kathleen, universe, do you have anything else you need to say to this individual who went through some traumatic things in her life? How can she flip the switch? How can she make it better for herself and others around her? I saw it right away. It is the Two of Pentacles. It is reversed. It is saying that sometimes life is a balancing act between what you have, what you can give, what you feel like you can give, and what you feel like people will accept. Sometimes people, they don't want to hear your shit. They don't want to hear what happened to you. And you want to tell them to explain as to why you are the way you are. It's a balancing act. It really is. And I think you have to hear to be heard, if that makes sense at all. So please, 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 Kathleen, if you take nothing else from this reading, please take that it's a balancing act. You have to listen, you have to give, you have to take. It's all in balance, and you, right now you're totally out of balance. And I'm sorry the things that happened to you. That I am truly sorry for. But please, don't make the same mistakes that others have done onto you. Please, move forward. You got this. You really do. I want you to be happy. I want you to love, truly love. Love your family. Love the people around you. Love your friends. Love your kids. I want to know how you do later. So please, please, please try. Not for me, but for you. Try for you. You're all about you, so why not try for you? Try to be better. Try to be kind. Doesn't cost anything to be kind. Nothing at all. So, you have a long journey. You have a journey ahead of you, which is going to take some work. And you know what? I believe you can do it. So, with that being said, stay mystical.